It's become the popular thing to do over the last week to go after Tim Pool over his coverage or lack of coverage over the Eliza Blue situation. Now, of course, like you always like pick what you cover. There's only a couple topics you can do a day. You have to kind of look at it, go, this is the one I want to talk about today. It is a thing. And I don't know what Tim Pool's motives are. I don't know him well. I've met him, but that's about it. Like, I mean, it is what it is. And you can say this person needs to cover this more. This person should be doing this. This person should have this take on this. But at the end of the day, they make their own decisions. Now, what fell out of this was a big beef between Tim Pool and The Quartering, two big YouTube channels, which are, nominally on our side. I mean, I'm sure I don't agree with either of these guys on anything, or even maybe even most of things. But at the same time, like, we're dealing with like enemies who don't do this to each other. And so I am looking at the situation now. I'm gonna have a different take probably than a lot of other YouTubers at this moment because I'm not here to attack these guys, and that's what you'll find shortly. You can leave angry comments at me all you want, but I'll give you my take, and it's just gonna be honest. So it is what it is. All right, my name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. This is my Flying Sparks Ultralight Beams. This is on Kickstarter right now. I'm not just complaining about culture. I'm not being one of those culture warriors who's just sitting there wagging a finger at Disney and doing nothing about it. I'm consistently making books. These are graphic novels I've been doing for years. I have novels also. I'm really putting in the work in the back end and actually doing this. So please go check this out on Kickstarter. This is our superhero graphic novel. It's doing great. Would love for you to support the channel if you're into actually changing the culture. All right. So a video was dropped by The Quartering yesterday, which is titled "Dear Tim Pool, I Am Sorry," and he talked to the Tim Pool after canceling and kind of flaking on a appearance and all that, and eventually was like, look, I mean, like, why are we beefing? Like, I really admire you and your setup and all that. It was kind of gay, but it's all right. You got to say no homo after that, and then it's totally fine, right? When you gush at another dude on the internet. But look, this is the correct thing to do. In a situation like this, you've got two YouTubers who are like calling out cancel culture, calling out the SJW mobs, the woke mobs. It's like, they don't need to be fighting each other. We don't need to be fighting each other. And I've told this to a lot of people over the years because even in the comic side of things or the novel side of things, there's infighting that goes on all the time. It's like, why would you escalate those fights all the time? I try to talk to people behind the scenes every time I have any problems with anybody. A lot of times you don't are not able to talk like adults. I don't know why that is the case in this sphere. But The Quartering made a good video about this. He made his apology, did his thing, and Tim Pool responded thusly with "Together Again. This past week of insanity with Veritas, since these Republicans getting shot, made me realize we have to stand together." Now look at this, guys. Let's take a big picture step back at this and exactly what he said. And you might be mad at Tim Pool over the Eliza Blue situation, whatever. Think about the big picture, though. The Veritas stuff that's going on is creepy. The Pfizer stuff that's going on is absolutely creepy. They're literally trying to kill you. Literally, right? And if you look at Republicans getting shot and things like that, that is what their side thinks. They want us dead, guys. And this goes for the corporations, everybody, right? So we have a big lockstep against us who really does want to push things to that level. So when we, I guess, pick apart our audiences, pick apart each other, and bicker amongst each other while this is going on, we just cede ground to them at the end of the day. That's what happens. And I totally agree with this. So here he continues. I'm sorry to Jeremy. Let's not let them distract them and disrupt us. Now, that's pretty good. Now, on the internet, you're not incentivized to apologize ever, especially on Twitter. Now, saying I'm sorry to somebody else is a pretty big deal. And so I think he's doing the right thing here. As a Christian, I like that kind of thing. I like apologizing to each other, moving on. You don't see that a lot. And that makes me happy inside, honestly. That is the type of moral foundation that I actually want to see in our community, right? It's something, like I said, this is going to be a different take than you're going to see from a lot of people. But I think it's positive, and I think that more people should react like this and actually step up and become better adults. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to cover everything the same way. It is what it is. You don't have to agree with every video I make in order to be a person who watches this channel. I hope you like most of them. But you know what? We're all going to be different people. We're all individuals, right? At the end of the day. All right. So he continues, there's nothing beyond me being petty with a quarrel like this. Whereas there are real issues affecting us culturally and politically we need to focus on 100%. With the Veritas coup, DW, and Crowder, I think the degree to which infighting has erupted has been pulling us all at risk. And yeah, this is he references Crowder and the Daily Wire going at each other. Another that's even a bigger beef than what was going on here. Absolutely crazy. And I 100% agree. All this stuff should stop. We got to focus fire. We got to take back the culture. This is a super important thing, and I hope you guys are with me on that. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to back Flying Sparks Ultralight Beams. This is my cultural output right here. It's my creative output. Hope you'll enjoy it. See you.